Alrighty, everyone. Well, good evening and welcome to the Daily Wrap for Independence Day. That's right. Today was July 4th, 2023, here in the United States. It was our National Independence Day. In fact, no exaggeration, as I'm filming this video, I can hear fireworks erupting outside. I don't know if you can hear them, but I can hear them popping in the sky as a celebration is probably going on in all the towns around me right now. It was a great day of streaming. It was a full streaming day for me. Admittedly, I did notice there was less attendance today, but that was to be expected with it being a national holiday here and with half of my viewer base basically being in the United States. No surprise there. So, what was I up to today? Well, we had a fun level 1 podcast discussing various topics, talking a little bit about how Street Fighter 6 has been going and my schedule coming up. Now that we kind of have formulated exactly what the schedule is going to be, we have all kinds of special events that are now coming up. In fact, I have new artwork now to celebrate the upcoming Dark Side of Machinima special event. There you go. and all kinds of other stuff. Our usual fun podcast. But the podcast was shorter today. I ended it at just around an hour. Usually the podcast can go upwards of an hour and a half. So why did I end the podcast early? Well, I'll tell you why. Because overnight I had a poll running on DSPGaming on the community tab to determine what character I was going to use today in Street Fighter 6. And people wanted me to use Ryu. Again, I had used him all day Friday and tried to learn how to use him. I feel like after Friday I had learned some stuff, but definitely not enough to be hanging at any kind of a high level. Just to recap, on Friday when I played him first and I tried to do ranked, they put me into diamond ranking, which made no sense because I'm not good enough to be playing at a diamond level with Ryu when I've only just started using him. The rank system is incredibly flawed. So, after having gotten my butt kicked for most of Friday, today I said what I'd like to do is take Ryu into casual matches for most of the stream. Try to play a variety of players who aren't just 100% trying to demolish me with their main characters and learn some tech. I will tell you this, I absolutely did learn some tech today. I learned that jumping neutral with Ryu is incredibly strong. I also learned a few different things about his normals, what works, what doesn't, some situational stuff. However, it became very apparent today that there's two major problems. Problem number one is that I have execution errors constantly. Ryu is a heavier execution character, unlike the other characters that I've been using, such as Blanca, Marisa, or Zengi. This character requires more. Requires Shoryukens, dash cancels, drive rushes, and all kinds of things, and I'm having issue. I'm dropping stuff a lot. And today there were so many times, I couldn't even count how many times I had an entire round or even match won. And then here I am in the middle of a combo. I hit him with drive impact. Here we go. Here comes the combo to punish. Drop the combo. Oh, here we go. Wall bounce. Time to juggle and finish the round. Drop the combo. And when it happens the first time, you're frustrated. When it happens the second time, you're disappointed. When it happens the 52nd time, you lose your patience. And I did. But I lost my patience with myself, It got to the point where people started saying, maybe it's your joystick. I don't think so. Although, admittedly, I noticed something, and I talked about it tonight. There was this one time, I swear to God, this joystick was on my lap. I was not touching the buttons. And I just went like this with my hand. Just like that. I didn't touch any buttons. I just went like this. And Ryu did a drive impact, which is supposed to be this. So, this, touching nothing, resting my hand, equated to this. That kind of threw me for a loop. That absolutely did happen today. But outside of that one time that maybe was a fluke, I do feel like it's on me. That I have not played fighting games in so long. I have not played high execution fighting games in a very long time, right? I just haven't. I mean, take a look at the things that I've played have been more simplistic, and I haven't played them at any kind of a high competitive level. So I'm just not used to it, I played 3 hours with Ryu, and after 3 hours of casual play, I had something like 34 wins and 8 losses. So pretty much even. A couple wins extra than losses. Now, admittedly, some of the people weren't that good, and I steamrolled them. At the same time, some of those matches were tough. A lot of them were higher ranked platinums, even diamonds, that I was facing in the casual matches. And it was rough. I was trying to learn, and, one thing I'm noticing is that certain matchups, are easier or harder for Ryu. I definitely feel like Ken is a hard matchup for Ryu, because Ken just has so many options with his mid-range normals and everything. Even just his medium punch seems to be almost all the normals of Ryu. All right? So execution errors, number one problem. Number two problem, I don't know how to use Drive Rush. I'm really trying to implement it and learn it in my game. And I see high level players use it. And when they use it, it always seems to be useful. Seems like they use it and they hit people with it. Whenever I try to use Drive Rush, they jump over it and hit me in the face. Or they block it and now, okay, I have frame advantage. Okay, do another hit. Now what do I do? And that's like I wasted meter. And I can't really find a way to effectively use it. Drive cancel, or excuse me, dash cancel, that I use all the time effectively. But the Drive Rush, I don't know. I'm really not getting it right now. Because, I don't really use it with Blanca or Zangief. I'm not really using it with them. I'm using the cancel, but not the rush. So, I think I need advice. I do. I think if anyone wants to watch the Ryu gameplay from today, and if you give me some advice on how to Drive Rush, because I'm just, it's not clicking. All the other things, the parrying system, dash canceling, drive impact, drive reversal, that I'm getting. Drive Rush, that's the one thing I feel is missing from my gameplay strategy right now. And it's probably the last thing I'm going to end up learning out of all the new things they added to the game. So, advice, greatly appreciated. So, after having played for 3 hours with casual matches with Ryu, I said, all right, just for the end of the stream, let me do like 40 minutes of ranked. And it went like you would expect. I think I got 5 wins and like 11 losses. Because again, everyone in ranked around that ranking of 5-star platinum or diamond 1 are all people who've been playing with those characters nonstop since the game released. They know every strategy. They know every matchup. They know how to mix up. When you're in the corner, that's it. You're done. They're going to mix you up so much you have no idea how to get out unless you're a mashing wake-up reversal, OD version. You're never going to get out of there. So for me, it was like, I really want to improve at Ryu. I feel like I did, but only playing the 3 hours. I know you say only. Yeah, 3 hours is nothing for a fighting game, I feel like I was learning, and then I'm out of time. Well, I'm not playing it tonight on the late stream, so there you go. I learned as much as I could in 3 hours, and now I'm kind of like, well, whenever I give more time to Ryu in the future, I'll try to advance again, but for now, he's on hiatus, So I hope you'll enjoy the gameplay. It was pretty even, like down the middle, winning and losing. So that's the good news, is that it wasn't all horrendous, getting destroyed like it was on Friday. At the same time, I am upset, and you're going to be upset too, watching these matches and seeing me drop these combos that would 100% be a guaranteed win for me. And I'm dropping the moves like, oh my god. So I think it's a combination of being rusty, not having played this game enough or as much as most of the people who are playing it at these levels, and maybe it is the joystick. I don't know. Actually someone left a comment saying, oh, it could be the joystick, that the joystick isn't so good. I don't know, but all I can do is play more, right? And try to learn. So anyway, it's Ryu all day on the first stream today. Late stream tonight was Diablo 4 heading into the Endgame. We finished Act 5 and actually got a big chunk into Act 6, which was super climactic and actually very challenging because for the first time ever in my campaign run at World Tier Level 1, the enemies aren't scaling. They always scaled to my level up to now, and then when I got to this final area, they were 5 levels above me, and I was like, that's not good, because I died a bunch. And I was like, well, why on earth in the final area did the game change the rules and decide not to scale? And if it wasn't going to scale, why not tell you that? Why not say, hey, warning, enemies in this area don't scale. You're going to want to go grind a bit before you come back. They didn't say that. So I just kind of went in head first. The good news is I did make progress. I killed a giant boss, and we're not done yet. People are saying that probably, at least 1 hour left in the game, if not a couple. But depending on how tough it gets, it might take me a few. It all depends. Like, if I steamroll through it, I could beat it in like an hour. But it may be really challenging for me because apparently people are saying, oh, you're underleveled. Well, I wasn't underleveled until now, so that's why, But I guess we'll see. So we ended at a really great part, great progress. I'm actually liking the plot. It's getting good at the end. It's getting suspenseful like I knew it would. And I'm curious to see what will happen next stream when we play again on Saturday night. I don't know if in another 2-hour stream if we'll actually beat the game, or maybe it'll take 2 more streams to beat the game. But we're right there, all right? We're right there near the end. And then once we beat Diablo 4, we're going to basically leave it up to what you guys want. Some people want me to do post-game content, and others are like, nah, that's enough. When you beat that story, it's going to be over 20 hours. That's enough. Let's move on to other games. So let's see what you guys think when we do it. But we're close. We're very close. 1 or 2 more sessions, we've beaten Diablo 4's story. Okay? So overall, a great streaming day. Let's talk about tomorrow, Wednesday, my final consecutive stream of the week. It's going to be the Level 1 podcast, followed by, yes, more Street Fighter 6 gameplay. Yes, I decided to play it after today's Ryu session. I was not satisfied. I really was not. I felt like It was unsatisfying. I want to play a session where I feel like I'm playing with the character I'm better with and I'm getting better. So tomorrow's main stream will be ranked gameplay only. I promise you this. But the question is, will it be Marisa, Zangief, or Blanca? I'm okay with any of the three. Marisa, I'm rusty. I haven't used her in a couple of weeks now. So it would be a little bit of kind of getting back into the stick of things. Maybe I would do a couple of casual matches first. With Zangief, well, I played with him a bunch, and probably tonight I'll watch a little bit of tech videos, maybe with Zangief, maybe with Blanca, to absorb a little bit more and prepare for tomorrow, and maybe it'll make me a little better. Blanca, yeah, I'll go in head first. You know me, I'm in diamond ranking with Blanca right now, and I'd love to jump in and see if I can maintain my diamond ranking and level them up further and go towards master level, right? Also, this is exciting. 897 wins before today's stream. If we count in today's wins, likely if you add, like, I think people are saying 34 plus 5, so like another 40 wins roughly. We're almost to 1,000. So we might hit 1,000 wins tomorrow. Likely it'll be Friday, because Friday I'm playing Street Fighter 6 all day long for Friday, Street Fighter Fridays. So it looks like we're going to hit the 1,000th win right here this week, which will be very exciting to celebrate that when we do, okay? So, thank you for watching. Tomorrow, Street Fighter 6 on the daytime stream, and it's going to be one of the characters I'm better with in ranked. And the night stream tomorrow night, Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, as we're about to complete the plot line that will unlock the 6th and final dungeon and head to it and start the progress of it. I've heard it's the longest dungeon in the game, and there's no way I'm beating it in one session tomorrow night. So probably another few streams, 2 to 3 streams to beat Zelda. I'm okay with that. Should be a good time. I hope you'll join me tomorrow night for the Zelda fun. All right? Everyone, please have a good evening. Happy Independence Day to those in the U.S. See you tomorrow for my final streaming day of the week. Have a good night. Peace out. See you all later.